Welcome in, everyone. And on the off chance that anyone actually shows up to this, there's a difficulty here when you're starting out, I suppose. I know that from previous experience. And anyway, welcome in if you happen to find this. It turns out in my scouting around the last few weeks that I'm the most radical voice on the interwebs. I'm saying that about myself. Please don't attack me for that. But we'll find out why if anyone pops in, starts a discussion here. We are talking about, we are talking about doing a sound check. So this is probably just going to be a sound check. I forgot to put a title up. I have no title for this. And so, yeah, there's no title on this. I wonder what it's going to be. Oh, yeah, look at that. Archon Philosopher live stream. Welcome in. And apparently we have a couple of people watching. Please feel free to jump in. This is interactive, and I'll sort of outline why I think I'm the most radical voice on the interwebs. It's because epistemologically, which is a standard of knowledge, I really just went to the highest. I went to what is indubitable, as Rene Descartes would say, what we cannot doubt. And that leaves us to discard things like observational science, where you're just looking at things at a distance and don't have control. So the people who are astrophysicists talking about the magical Big Bang, they're going to be angry with me, despite the fact I'm talking about cosmology, which is their field. They're not going to like this because I say that's all just a misdirection, a purposeful misdirection. We live in a controlled environment inside a Dyson-like sphere, a round sphere. And they're not going to like this at all. And then I go with the modern science people, and they're not going to like the fact that I'm saying that this is not a closed system. The universe is not a closed system, that we can import matter and energy into this system via a collapse of wave functions, which we cannot see, for reasons that if we could see it, we would do it and destroy the universe almost immediately. So we're prevented from doing it. However, there's ways that we can do it, but currently humans are doing it, I think, but we just can't see it. And this makes for a difficult connection with modern physicists, because they want to be able to see it. We can see it in the very small, the double slit experiment and the delayed choice quantum eraser experiment. We do see it, and we see it in fundamentally different ways, but they're not really going to go for it, and they're somewhat. But they're not going to like the controlled environment, and they're not going to like the just throwing out of observational science, from which, epistemologically, again, we can make no conclusions. So this is misdirection we're throwing out, and we're changing the structure of the universe. And the structure of the universe I stumbled across with the analytic phenomenology, which is just putting in a framework onto our experience. Phenomenology is just experience, and we're putting a framework onto it so that we can tell the difference between what is the structure of the universe and what are the things in it. And we can do this. But a lot of people today are materialists. They think that the magical Big Bang gave us matter and everything arises from matter. Then we have the consciousness people, and they're saying everything is consciousness. Well, no, you can't have consciousness unless you have material form. We see no evidence of consciousness without a material form. So matter is just as important as consciousness. And so I came up and expanded Heidegger's idea of equiprimordial. And this is radical. And we have the equiprimordial structure, which is the laws of physical nature, which could be called equally the laws of temporal nature, and the laws of spatial nature, and the laws of consciousness nature. And this is what we're looking at. And all of it's coming together. So I guess we've lost the viewers we had, so I'm going to do a quick check and find out whether the volume's coming out. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. Oh yeah, there we are. We're coming in nice and loud, nice and clear. So I'll just put this out here and let it go. And then I'm probably going to come back with a different title now that I know things are working. I've done a little introduction here on the live stream. Checked my tech, and we'll come back and get into why I think all of this is important, and why the hope is in that we're just here. Don't try to force the future. The future may be good for humans. The future may be bad for human, but it's a marvel that we're here. It's marvelous. So we should all enjoy whatever we can enjoy of this world, while at the same time looking to the future. But apparently we're due for a reset. Something's happening in a reset economically. We may have a little blip, or we may have a total destruction. We know trade wars precede hot wars, and why we seem to be getting into a hot war at this point. This has non-human angles, which again is going to be a radical statement that ultimately humans are getting too close for some people, and some of these people are humans. And because we're getting too close, something has to change, and this is just a way that history unfolds. This is the ophthalmos syndrome, which I should do a video on that and get it out there, because it's important. We are attracting things that destroy us. The capital of the wider Western civilization is attracting things, as it's always attracted things, and is destroyed. So we are destroying ourselves, and it may move, or we may get a pretty harsh reset in terms of what the non-human sentient creatures who created this controlled environment, another radical idea, who created this node on their civilization. So they're running this show. They've been here since the beginning. They genetically engineered us, another radical idea. And we are not subservient to them. We are sentient creatures, so they have to respect us. We have to choose our own demise. And they just apparently can engineer structures that we maybe can get onto, attractors, fractal attractors, and other structures that affect both the physical world but also the conscious world. And they're engineering us towards our own self-destruction, and we will choose it. But in that choice of destruction, there will be hopefully growth, because I think they want us to live. They don't want to destroy all of us, just most of us. So if you're not a survivalist, then now's the time to become one. And but in that surviving group, they will be shocked, for one thing, and there will be an unveiling, and for a brief time they will see the nature of this node in this civilization. They will see the power that's controlling us. They will be freaked, and then there will be a reveiling. There will be a new narrative covering over what is wanting to be hidden from humans, because we do have power. We have the power of collapsing wave functions, and they just don't want us to know it, because they benefit from it. They benefit from the secrecy. They benefit from all of this. Now, a lot of people are out there asking questions. I happen to have answers, because this is what I worked on for a number of years. I'm 61. I started at 15 looking at philosophy, and now I'm just saying, well, we want to throw out all speculation, bracket out theory, as Edmund Husserl said. Bracket out the theory, and then you can see the nature of our universe. So this is, I think, the most radical idea. We have texts going back, and of course we have to either accept them or not accept them. But if we don't accept their texts, why should anyone accept ours? So, but we have to interpret what they said in the past. I say we're genetically engineered. Apparently some people have texts saying that we were made of clay. Well, for ancient people, clay was the finest material, and you could mold anything from it. And that fine material is definitely DNA. So somebody told somebody, and the only way they could interpret it was using the word clay. So we have to do a hermeneutic evaluation of the words that they used, in the context of what was being explained to them, and then how they interpreted and wrote it down. Anyway, we'll end this sound check and intro to live streaming, and we will come back with I think the topic for today, which is my stimulation for doing live streams, which is the war of the aliens. We're in it, and it's not currently involving aliens. Anyway, we'll stop the stream here, and if you stumble across this, all the best, and I hope you're taking precautions for something that may happen. If there is disclosure, if there is a mess, if there is a disaster, if there is war, it will be very destructive, and out of the ashes will be born a new world, and maybe you survive or something like that, and there will be an unveiling and then a reveiling, and then we go forward. And if you can preserve some of the unveiling as we move into the reveiling, it's that which is key, because it was the brief unveilings, and we've had a couple that have stimulated our ability, I think, to reestablish an understanding that we are not alone in the universe. There are other sentient creatures. They respect us, but we are farmed. Ultimately, when we provide a threat to them, and we are right now, they will take action. When you're on a farm and you're the farmer and the animals start to attack you, you have to step in, and it's nothing personal. It's just survival. So that's maybe the core.